Welcome to Tales of Bedlam. I'm your host, Micah.
I'm Dustin.
And once again, we have our two lovely ladies, our better halves. The balls and chains are here.
Yes,
Don't
Micah,
stop
that
me.
is amazing.
He just
Keep
called
that
you
up.
a ball
Was
and
that
chain.
sarcasm?
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
Are you kidding me?
Ouch.
Well, I am Sandy, and I am Dustin's wife.
Oh, that was
And
hurtful.
I'm Andrea. I'm Micah's wife.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
Hey, honey.
stop.
Cute.
I love you.
We are a fairy tale audio comedy
It's funny too.
that focuses on Grimm's fairy tales, but we
Oh,
do tales from all over the world,
Mhm.
different cultures.
It's true.
Today we're doing a North American tale,
That's what it says right on here. North American.
and it's called The Man-Eating Wife, The
What?
Little Old Woman, and The
Dirty.
Morning Star.
The man-eating wife.
Wow.
I don't like this story already.
No.
I think it's going to be a good
Never
one, but
mind.
first, we just want to remind you that we're going to be at Vision Con in Springfield, Missouri
May.
on May 10th, 11th, and 12th.
On Mother's Day, so maybe this is appropriate. We're going
Wow.
to be man-eating wives.
See,
Yeah.
we
Burn.
got permission to
I
be
know,
there
I
from
know.
our wives,
We asked first.
You
but
did.
we'll never live it down, I think.
No, probably not.
Could have said no.
You're right.
It's because we love you guys.
So if you
Aw.
so if you don't have a mother and would like to visit us,
Or a wife.
What? This has gone
Or a
off the
baby
rails,
mama.
and we haven't even started.
and you're in the area of Springfield, Missouri, please stop by. You can purchase tickets on our website at talesofbedlam.com.
You can still come to VisionCon if you have a mother.
Or
Or
a
a
wife. Or a baby mama.
But you might anger someone. So
What?
make sure you take the mother or wife to Cheddar's first and then come to Vision Con.
Gosh, Mother's Day is only on Sunday.
Hey, we're going to be there.
I also think that there are lots of mothers and wives who will be there
Yeah.
participating in Vision Con.
There's
That's
Cool
right,
stuff.
because there
It's
are
awesome.
cool wives like ours.
That's right.
Okay,
Good
you
job,
save
Wow.
it there.
You didn't even let me finish my sentence and you were already judging me.
Sandy's going to
was gonna
dress
use
up in
the
a Wonder
F-bomb.
Woman outfit.
This is a family show.
I mean, like fudge.
It's an appropriate
I was
Wonder
going to
Woman
go make some
outfit.
fudge.
So, without further ado, The Man-Eating Wife, The Little Old Woman, and The Morning Star.
Oh my gosh.
A man and a woman lived by themselves in a clearing in the forest. The man hunted.
Semicolon.
The woman raised beans and corn.
As it should be.
One day, when the woman sat in front of the fire baking an ash cake, a large spark flew
Gross.
out and burned her.
Oh.
She rubbed the spot with her finger, and when it began to blister, she wet her finger in her mouth
Oh.
and rubbed the blister. In this way, she got the taste of her own flesh, and she liked it.
What?
It's like a scab eater.
The first paragraph. So she get the taste of cannibalism from herself?
Guess so.
That's how it starts.
Oh.
She loves
medical.
the taste of
It's
herself.
a medical fact, Dustin. Don't lick your wounds.
I've never mind.
Wow. She took a flint knife, cut out the burnt piece of flesh,
Whoa.
and ate it.
Whoa.
Gross.
What did she do? What did she do, Sandy? Did she what?
She, do I have to? The taste was so agreeable that she took a coal of fire, burned another place on her arm, cut out the flesh, and ate it.
This chick needs to talk to somebody
Well-
immediately.
At least she's cooking it first.
Oh,
You wouldn't want to get worms or
it's like
nothing.
the Santa Clarita diet.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Weird. Maybe she has Mr. What is that? Ball legs?
Ooh, yeah.
Mr. Ball Legs from Santa Clara Diet.
The desire
Lost
grew
me.
upon her, and she kept burning and eating herself till she had eaten all of the flesh she could reach on her arms and legs.
And this story is
So
over.
ooh.
Everybody have a lovely evening. We'll see you next time. I'm not going anywhere. I got to sleep tonight.
I have a question. So, like, she was just walking around with bones? Like,
Apparently.
huh.
Pieces
What about, like, arteries? Did she, like, get into an artery? She could bleed out?
This is a fairy tale,
Okay.
Sandy.
Maybe like
There has to be a little
Reveal
more.
in
Improbabilities.
non-truthful stories.
But skin grows back. It scars, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead.
The man had a dog that was wise and was his friend. The dog sat by the fire and watched the woman. When she was about halfway through eating herself, she said to him,
You had better go and tell your friend to run away and to take you with him. If he doesn't hurry off, I shall eat both of you.
I've never seen a weirder sentence in my life. When she was about halfway through eating herself, the dog ran as fast as he could, and when he came to where the man was hunting, he told him what had happened, because we have a talking dog.
mm-hmm.
It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Thank you. That his wife had become an, oh my gosh,
I made sure you
Really?
had this one.
anguias.
Anguias.
That his wife had become an anguias, which is apparently a man-eater, even though right now she's only a woman-eater.
Yeah, eating herself.
And was going to eat herself and then eat them.
Because women taste better than men. So she has to, like, that's the
Maybe
appetizer.
she's sweeter. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is gruesome. End of the mic.
Sorry.
The man and the dog started off. The dog's legs were short. Oh, he was a corgi. He couldn't run fast.
Or a wiener dog.
Yeah, well, I guess corgis are British, aren't they? He couldn't run fast, so the man put him in a hollow tree and commanded him to become punk. That's what it says. Commanded him to become punk. So apparently the dog got like a studded collar and spiked his hair up and got a leather jacket.
That's what I got from this.
Pierced his ears.
Carried a guitar in his back or something.
Yeah.
Very emo.
And some Converse.
Converse is not punk.
It can be. Converse is like diverse.
Oh my gosh.
If you color them all in with the dark Sharpie, they can be punk.
There you go.
You have to get like a bedazzler and spike them.
That's what I would do.
We are off topic.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a weird thing to say. Commanded him to become punk with no explanation.
I think that means just still. But
Okay. Hey, be punk. The dog was willing, for he wanted his master to save himself.
But wiener dogs are tastier.
They're delicious.
The man went on as fast as he could until he came to a river with high banks. By the river sat an old man.
Grandfather, said the man, I am in great trouble. Put me across the river. Save me. My wife is following and wants to kill and eat me.
Which is something you never want to have to say.
Yeah.
I know she is following you, said the old man. But she is still a long way off. I will put you across, but first, you must bring me a basketful of fish from my fish pond.
Why? What? What's going on? I know your crazy wife wants to eat you, but first, I need you to go fishing.
My fish pond.
She's right behind me.
Holy cow. This is bizarre.
She's probably eating my dog right now.
No kidding.
Oh, poor
My punk
wiener
dog.
Well, the man went for the fish. The pond was enclosed. That's a nice detail that we didn't need. On the bank, there was a basket with a handle. Handy. The man caught a large number of fish, filled the basket, and carried it to the old man, who cooked the fish, and then he said,
Sit down and eat with me.
I haven't got time.
What the heck? What? They ate together. Then the old man said,
Now you must bring me a basketful of ground nuts.
and then he punched the old guy in the face and took his boat. No. What is going on? The man ran to the old man's garden, dug up the ground nuts, whatever a ground nut is, and quickly as possible, and carried them to him. And after he had cooked them and eat the nuts, he said,
Now I will put you across the river.
About dang time. He lay down at the edge of the water and, leaning on his elbows, stretched his neck to the opposite bank and called out,
Walk across my neck.
What?
But be careful. I'm not as strong as I used to be.
It was like the Fantastic Four dude that stretches out. What the heck is
His
going on?
great grandpa.
Oh, Lord.
I
Just
told you this is
Go
the
ahead and walk
craziest
across
story.
my neck. That's fine. But be careful because I'm not as strong.
I told you this is the craziest story.
The man walked over carefully. It was nice of him. Then the old man bade him goodbye, saying,
Far off in the west, you will come to a large bark house. That house belongs to your 3 aunts, and they will help you.
After the woman sent the dog away. What?
Why is there a dog? Oh.
Yeah, who knows? She found the dog and sent him away. Oh, this was from earlier when she sent him away. When she said, go tell your master that I'm going to eat him.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa. After the woman sent the dog away, she took a stick and pushing the marrow out of her bones,
what?
ate it.
She needs to have some help.
She filled her bones with pebbles, and the pebbles rattled as she moved.
What?
Every little while she stopped eating and danced, and when she heard the stones rattle in her legs and arms, she said,
Oh, that sounds good.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It gets even weirder.
So now she's a cannibal human maraca. The woman devoured everything in the cabin. Meat, bread, skins, everything that could be eaten. She's got pica.
She definitely needs... She has some deficiencies.
Yeah, she needs some Flintstones vitamins or something. And when there was nothing left, she started off to find her husband. She came upon his tracks and followed them. Once in a while, she stopped and danced and listened with delight to the rattle of the pebbles in her bones.
She had joy in her heart.
Yeah, she had a tumor in her brain.
Hey now.
Hey. Too close.
That's mean.
Oh, sorry about that. Then she went on again.
When she came to the bank of the river and saw the old ferryman, she screamed to him.
Old man, come.
No, you gotta scream.
You gotta
Yeah,
scream.
you gotta scream it.
I don't want to. Okay.
Just do it. Get in there. Get in there and do it.
Jump in it.
Get it.
Old man, come and put me across the river.
So-
I am following my husband. Be quick.
And we've got the Southern Dixie wife.
She can't help where her roots
I
are
know.
from.
I can't.
The fisherman turned slowly toward her and said,
I can't put you across. There is no crossing for a woman who is chasing her husband to catch him and eat him.
But the woman urged and begged till at last the old man said,
I'll put you across because I changed my mind that quickly.
Yeah, right? Because the crazy rattling lady begged him.
I'll put you across, but first you must bring me a basket full of fish and dig me a basket full of ground nuts.
Didn't this dude just eat? What's going on with these people in this story? Are these zombies?
Sorry.
She brought the fish and the nuts, but when they were cooked, she wouldn't eat with the old man. She would eat nothing but human flesh.
No, wait, she just ate everything in the cabin, the
Like
skins
Santa
and...
Clarita Diet.
This is weird.
Jeez.
After the old man had eaten the fish and the nuts, he stretched his neck across the river, but in the form of a horse's neck, very narrow and arching. The woman was angry and asked,
How do you think I'm gonna walk on that?
You can do as you like, answered he. I am old. I can't make my neck flat. It would break. As it is, you must walk carefully.
No matter how the woman raged, she had to stay where she was or cross on the arched neck.
Is it really this huge of a deal?
At last she started picking her steps and scolding as she went. The water was deep and full of terrible creatures.
Of course it was.
When the woman reached the middle of the river, the old man, angry because she scolded, jerked his neck.
Yeah.
She fell into the water and that minute was seized and devoured, all except her stomach, that floated down the river and past the house of the 3 ants.
Well,
I
that
mean, come on.
made perfect
Okay.
sense.
He didn't give any grief to the dude who'd wanted to cross. But he's giving grief to the woman?
I
Are
think
you
he was
seriously
making
arguing the woman's point here?
I mean, sure, she eats her
I
own flesh.
think he was making it difficult for her. He wanted her to fall in because he made his neck thin and arched, whereas with the man, the husband, he made it flat and smooth so that he could walk across.
Right.
because she was chasing him down to eat him.
He was creating a trap for her.
Sure.
She's just mad because the woman died.
No, I mean, she was a treacherous.
Well, sure, her stomach is still here.
She can still eat.
Yeah, we got a ways here. You really can't argue the woman's point in this case. She's a bad lady. The woman's life was in her stomach. Of course it was. The aunts were watching, for their nephew had been at the house, and they had promised to help him. They caught the stomach, chopped it up, and killed it. This is some zombie crap going on.
Oh.
The husband hurried on till he came to a forest where he found a young woman gathering sticks.
Where are you going?
Asked the woman. Oh, it's still me.
Yeah.
I'm going on till I find a pleasant peasant to live with. A pleasant peasant. Who wrote that line?
Cute. Stay here and be my husband, said the woman.
Weird.
We can live happily if you can manage my grandmother, who is a little old woman and very troublesome.
Really? Does she eat people?
The woman was good-looking, pleasant, and young.
Of course she was.
The man was glad to go home with her.
He better be.
When they, as long as she doesn't try to eat him.
Right?
When they came to the cabin, the little old woman was sitting outside. She was not half as tall as an ordinary person and was very thick.
Well, that was a lovely way to say she was short and fat. Jeez.
As soon as she saw them, she called out,
Oh, you have brought a husband. Give him something to eat.
Ask him in, grandmother, said the young woman.
The old woman said, Come in.
They followed her into the cabin and sat down. Then she picked up a club and began to beat her granddaughter, saying,
You want a husband, do you?
Wow.
You gotta say that a little with some spunk.
She's beating her with a club.
Husband, do you?
You sounded way too sweet for beating your granddaughter.
You want a husband, do you?
Perfect.
Nice.
She struck, and the woman endured the blows without saying a word.
There is some serious issues
some
going
trauma
on in this
happening.
story. The next morning, the old woman said to her granddaughter's new husband, they got married in between the beatings? What happened?
We must go to the island and hunt.
Did he not have a problem with this beating? What is going on? They went. The island was low and in the center of a deep lake. What, be an island if it was low in the center of a lake?
Keep reading. It explains.
They landed and drew up the canoe. Then the old woman said, pointing in a direction away from the landing,
Take your place over there. I will drive the game towards you.
He either thought it was really scary as hell and he didn't want to have anything to do with her, or he just thought it was really hot. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Wow.
See what happens? See what happens?
Oh my.
PG.
And this is from the counselor, the professional counselor.
I am a human.
With needs.
Wow. Moving along. When the man had gone some distance, he turned and saw that the old woman was in the canoe, paddling off as fast as she could go. He called to her, but she didn't answer. Well, who would have saw that coming? He stayed all day on the island. There was no way of escape, except for swimming, maybe. After a while, he noticed watermarks very high up on the trees, and he knew that at times the island was almost underwater. Bum, bum, bum.
When night came, the water began to rise. The man climbed the tallest tree he could find. The water kept rising, and he kept climbing. About halfway between midnight and morning, when all the smaller trees were covered, the man was at the very top of the high tree, and around was a crowd of creatures waiting to devour him. All at once the man saw the morning star shining brightly. Then he remembered that in his youth the morning star had promised him, in a dream, to help him in time of trouble or peril, and he thought,
where was the morning star when my wife was trying to eat me? If the morning star will hurry the day and make light come quickly, the water will go down and I will be saved, because that's how tides work.
And he sang,
Oh, I hate you. Oh, morning star, hurry on the day. Oh, morning star, hurry on the day. There's more? When I was young, you promised to help me if I were ever in great peril. That was the worst.
I can't handle it.
Very good.
That was the worst song that anybody ever wrote.
The morning star lived in a beautiful house and had a small boy as a servant.
Of course they did.
Hearing the voice, he called to the boy,
Who is that shouting on the island?
Oh, said the boy, that is the husband of the little old woman's granddaughter. He says that when he was young, you promised in a dream to help him.
Yes, I did promise, said the morning star. Let day come right away.
Yeah, I bet you do a little boy servant.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
snap.
Day
I
came
don't want that,
immediately, and the water on the island went down at once.
What?
When the ground was dry, the man slipped down from the tree and, going to the landing place, buried himself in the sand.
Because why not?
Leaving only his nostrils and eyes exposed. This is some Rambo.
I can't take any more of this story.
Rambo
I'm so
stuff right here.
I can't take any more of this story.
Early in the afternoon, the little old woman came in a canoe, and pulling it up on the beach, she said to herself,
The flesh of my granddaughter's husband is eaten up, but maybe his bones are left. They are young and full of nice marrow. I'll find them and eat tomorrow.
This is more cannibalism? Is this some kind of weird genetic thing?
Well, we don't know that they were related to his
It seems
first wife.
Pretty coincidental.
Maybe it was just normal.
That
In
women
this
turned cannibal.
part of land.
That women suck the marrow out of men? That's pretty normal. I agree.
And she began to search for the bones. When she was far enough away, the man crawled out of the sand, sprang into the canoe, pushed out, and paddled away.
Ruh-roh.
When he was some distance from the island, the old woman turned, and seeing him, cried out,
Come back, my grandson, come back. I'll never play another trick on you. I will love you.
You'd best not go back, sir. Oh, no, called the man. You'll not play another trick on me. And he hurried on.
He's a wise guy now.
When night came and the water began to rise, the old woman climbed the tall pine tree. Halfway between midnight and morning, when the water was near the top of the tree and the creatures in the water were waiting to eat her, she screamed out to the morning star.
Scream?
When I was young, you promised to help me if I ever was in distress. Help me now.
The morning star heard the voice and called to his boy.
Is that man off the island yet?
Oh, no, answered the boy. He got off yesterday. That is, the little old woman herself.
He got off yesterday?
I knew it was coming.
Sorry.
Not today, poor guy.
She says that when she was young, you promised in a dream that if ever she were in trouble, you would help her.
Oh, no, said the morning star. I never had any conversation with that old woman. I never made her any promise.
That was passionate. The morning star went to sleep and let the day come at its own time. The water rose till it reached the top of the pine tree. Then the creatures of the lake seized the little old woman and ate her up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woman.
Oh, yay, I like this. Then the man went home to his wife, and they lived happily ever after.
And so she doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
So his wife doesn't eat?
No, it's his
wife's
new wife.
dead.
It's his second wife.
A third? Oh, wait.
I don't
Second.
know. I'm confused.
Wait, who was the woman who crossed on the lake?
That was
right?
the
She died.
man-eating.
The man-eating woman, a wife, and then he had another man-eating wife.
No, that was the grandma.
that was the grandma.
Oh.
And then the
Who's the
morning
boy?
star came
And saved him.
and saved them. Oh,
Mhm.
good.
And
I
they
was
lived
saved. I saved
happily
them. Wow.
ever.
And then he
after.
found another wife who
A
actually
good
loved
one,
him.
hopefully.
A good one.
That might have PTSD from being beaten all the time.
Yeah, by her grandma.
Wait, is so that? Oh,
That's the same one.
It's the same
Right.
one.
The evil, short and thick
That's
grandma.
okay. There's hope for people with PTSD.
If you have PTSD, you can go to our website, talesofbedlam.com.
And it'll offer you no help at all. So
You can leave a comment and I'll make fun of you.
maybe find
Hey.
somebody.
Oh,
find
hey.
a professional.
That is not okay.
It's not okay to make fun of people with PTSD.
We all have it.
I don't.
I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
Here we go.
So that not the weirdest story
That was
we have ever read?
It was very
And it
weird.
made no sense. It
No.
went hither and thither.
I don't even know.
I thought it made great
Kinda
sense.
I think it ended up making sense, but I was kind of lost a
I
little
was
bit.
reading and I was
I was
very
lost the
confused.
whole time.
Well,
Thanks
sorry
for having
about
us on the
that.
show, guys.
Yes, thank you,
It was
guys.
a fun time.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
We'll
I
do
hope
it again
everyone liked
soon.
Was that sarcasm?
No.
Young lad.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing.
I mean, old fart.
Before Dustin crams his foot any further up his own, we're going to go ahead and close this out. And we'd like to thank you all for listening in. Please go to our website at talesofbedlam.com. Leave a comment on this episode, which is a really long name, and I've already forgotten it.
It is
Started out with the
the
man-eater.
man-eating wife,
the little old woman, and the morning star.
Thank you, ladies.
And don't forget, it's a North American story. Maybe that's why it was so bizarre.
Yeah.
And
true
if you
that.
liked Mrs. Batman and Mrs. Knob Twister,
Wait, that was the last one.
That was the last episode.
that's okay.
Oh,
People
okay.
listen to that one too, I hope.
Okay.
Leave a comment and let us know how much you liked it.
We liked it a lot.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.